and welcome back to another video. My name is Nimesh and this is the Comics Panelist, and today we are going to take a look at the before panels. Hope you're having a fantastic week. Now, if you follow Hollywood, you know everyone loves tracking box office projections. What's going to track high, what's going to flop. But in the world of indie comics, our box office isn't opening weekend ticket sales. It's the pre-launch followers metrics on crowdfunding platforms. Followers are the purest indicators of hype. They tell us who is building a real audience before a single dollar even changed hands. And today, I've got the latest tracking numbers on the top upcoming indie projects. And folks, we have a real battle brewing at the top. So let's break down the data and see who's dominating the tracking and figure out which books you need to have on your radar. Let's start at the top of the chart with our heavyweight contenders. The project sitting with over 3,000 pre-launch followers. Leading the entire pack right now is POSTAL, the first ever comic book by Roditeli production and running with scissors. They are sitting with a massive 3,063 pre-launch followers. Now this is huge. Crossing that 3,000 follower threshold in pre-launch is the indie comic equivalent of Marvel movie tracking for a 150 million opening weekend. It shows massive cross-promotion reach and built-in brand awareness. The question now is the conversion rate. Can they turn those 3,000 followers in day one backers? Click the subscribe button and be here to see what happens when the time comes, as I'll be following closely these results. But you know what's exciting? POSTAL is not alone in the 3K mark. Right at their heels at number 2, DeathBlade, The Awakening, issue 2 and 3 by Edward Brown, sitting just right at the 3,008 followers. That is a neck and neck race, guys. Less than 60 followers separating these two giants. DeathBlade already has a target launch date set for September 18. So they are building insane momentum into late summer. If you like high-octane, action-heavy indie titles, this is clearly where the audience density is going right now. Moving down into our solid middle tier, and this is where things get really interesting from the industry prestige standpoint. At number 3, we have Kamen America Project X, pulling in 1,500 pre-launch followers. Kamen American is an established indie juggernaut at this point, and 1,500 followers pre-launch proves that brand loyalty in creator-owned comics is alive and well. They know their audience, and their audience shows up consistently. Jim Lim already announced that the project will go live this weekend during the San Diego Comic-Con, so be sure to watch for that. The links will be in the description if you guys want to follow any of the projects. Then, sitting at 939 followers, we have Matt Kindt and Doug Braithwaite, ENIAC from Bad Idea. Now listen to me on this one. 939 followers might look smaller than the 3,000 on paper. But from the talent standpoint, Matt Kindt and Doug Braithwaite are top tiers industry veterans. This is pure creator pedigree. Bad Idea's unique distribution model always creates a lot of chatter. And seeing them command close to 1,000 pre-launch backers shows that readers are still eager for prestige, high-concept sci-fi. But now let's get back to the tracking chart, where things get spicy, literally, figuratively. Hovering around 500 to 600 followers mark, we have titles like Venom Vixens with 578 followers. The Escort, issue 4 at 565 followers, and Private Dance 10 at 557 followers. The spicy thriller indie market remains extremely consistent on Kickstarter. These campaigns almost hit their funding goals on day one because they have super dedicated core fan base. And of course, we also have a big pop culture nostalgia, Wildcards, the greatest American hero, 45th anniversary graphic novel by AMP Comics with 553 followers. Nostalgia-driven licensed property can be unpredictable on crowdfunding platform. So I'm watching this one closely to see if the retro TV fans convert into comic backers once the campaign goes live. Are you interested in this one? Plus, keep an eye on Valiant's Comics Supercharge over at Alien Books with 474 followers, and titles over on IndieGogo like Andromenoids at 460 followers. This one is by Cory Barker, in case you know the famous website, How to Draw Comics, very well known, I guess, by everyone. So those are the tracking numbers for this week. Postal and DeathBlade are fighting for the crown, but established favorites like Kamen America and veteran teams like Kindt and Braithwaite are holding strong ground. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these upcoming projects are you currently following? Do you think Postal hold at the top spot? Or will DeathBlade catch up by launch day? I'll put the links for all these projects below in the description so you can follow them as well. Drop your thoughts down in the comments below. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button to stay up to date on all things indie comics. And of course, keep reading indie comics as they are a treasure trove of creativity and storytelling. I'll see you on the next video. Bye!